that's not a team that we should scoff at, right? Like they beat a team with a player with a
well, that's
Teddy's
Teddy's team.
belt. Yeah, so it is a really good roster, right? And being able to put up rounds against them, even if it wasn't super close, is still respectable in my opinion.
Oh yeah, that's a solid game. I mean, that's one of the rosters that we are going to be looking at to win. But today, it's all about Vanguard. It's all about Aspyre. On the side of Vanguard, it's Caddy, Omaz, Zach, Gingy, and Sly. On the side of Aspyre, it's Italian, Pinky, Junior, Nope, and Technic. I like that name, Technic. That's a fun name.
It's a good one.
Pinky is wild.
Italian is too. Is it Italian water by chance?
Yes.
The Italian? Oh, I have great stories of that guy in Montreal and SI, but we'll leave that one be for another day.
He's a collegiate player, isn't he?
He was a collegiate player for GCU. So he had a weird
What do you
story.
mean, nerd?
He got imported to Arizona and then stayed there for a semester and got exported elsewhere. I don't know if they're still playing collegiate, but that's a really niche example. So all the way to Arizona GCU and then all the way back to.
I wanted to watch it, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, we'll stream it.
Anyways, that's not here or there.
Look at that, Carry with the 10 itty bitty titty committees.
Again, just
Appreciate
the best
it,
of
Carry.
one. I'll be curious to
How
see
you
where
doing?
we're going. We had Chalet in the docket earlier. I think it's going to be Chalet again. Oh, they're looking almost the same. Bank was the #1 band, but Skyscraper was in the 4th spot. So.
Another 10 itty bitty titty committees.
It's basically the same thing as the last one. The maps are being banned and
Dude, I literally got home from work.
Still Devon Chalet, which as I was saying,
It's cringe.
is
You know
one
what?
of those maps that everyone kind of knows.
It's pretty skibbity riz of me to
not
say that.
necessarily to the same extent as something like Clubhouse or Oregon, which
Unfortunately for you.
we've all been playing since the
Nice
1950s
cam
if
over
you've been
a
around
little
for a little bit.
bit.
But Chalet is still one that is going to be
698.
fairly familiar to a majority of people at all levels.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen Chalet.
There,
in my life.
that's centered.
Never.
You brain rot?
Fun
So
fact,
you
did
know
you know Chalet was actually
I mean,
invented by Abraham Lincoln?
That's how it be. Brain rot is gross, but I mean,
No.
hey.
Oh boy, Swiss Alps again.
Yeah, no,
staple
we're
map.
just
I mean,
kinda chilling,
everybody
got
knows it.
home
Everyone's been playing
at,
since,
like,
since the beginning
2.
of time.
Not even.
Again, I
It's like
want to bring up
1.
a point that we talked about earlier. We had two teams.
Had a shower and went
Number
straight
one,
the fuck
we're
to
going
bed.
to a comfortable map. Does
So I
lead
woke up
any
about
direction
25
for
minutes
Vanguard
ago.
or Aspyre?
And I wanted to watch this, so.
Well,
Hell yeah.
I mean, like I said previously,
I appreciate
I'm
the
gonna
bets.
repeat that one 'cause I think it was a good one where because it's a map that everyone knows.
So I'm like
and because of the
half
fact
like
that it is a map that has so much versatility,
chilling and the other
that
half
can be played,
straight head on desk, you know.
it can go anywhere. It's a framework, or it's kind of a skeleton that they just kind of put their own flesh and organs on top of. Which
Yeah, I wanted to see how the R16
allows
competes.
you to do a lot, and if you're a team like both of them that have taken an L, you can kind of mess around with it a little bit, just tweak things that little bit that allow you to get an edge and play your game.
And Chalet with basically 4 viable bombs.
Yeah, I
what
didn't
would you
drink
say
coffee
would be
today,
the
so that's probably
ideal
why I took a
rotation?
nap.
Which bombs like do you get rid of, and where do you put the other 3?
Well,
Coffee is
the
good.
last time
That's kind of how I
actively
was, but
played
it depends
Chalet,
on how much
but
creamer you put
the
in.
team I was on liked to do
I
4
used to
site
put in a lot of
rotations
creamer because I
on a
fucking
majority
hated
of the
coffee, and now
maps,
I've kind of gotten used to coffee.
Although I believe after a period of time we did take basement out of that rotation.
Basement was the one that you took away.
The strategy.
Well, then
we
that's
had
probably
for
why you
it
don't like it.
was
You're drinking
yeah,
straight
we
fucking
figured
black
that
coffee.
We had working
Gross.
formulas that we should probably just kind of shore up. Our 4-set rotation on Cafe though was something that most teams did not expect on game day. It was really fun. But like
Red Bull is
personally,
really
one
bad
of
for
the
you.
kind of
Coffee is
bars,
good for you.
There's so many like ways
Black
that it can be
coffee is
played,
good for you.
and it is one that can also be attacked in a lot of ways as well. Meaning that kind of no matter what things look like, it
Oh,
should
trust
be
me, me
something
too.
that's interesting to watch.
Dude, Sav's the same with her monster.
See, I tend to agree with you with the basement side.
She's been
because I
drinking
feel
the
like
shit out of
with
the Strawberry Dream one.
introduction Of RAM, you can get all
Dude,
of that
iced
for
coffee is
for
fucking
free
it.
without
You can do
ever
black
really
coffee with
exposing yourself,
ice.
and maybe you expose
It's
yourself
great.
just a little bit and use a defender. You don't know if those vertical holes are actively being held by the attack, or if that's just kind of like phantom pressure. You open it up, And as a defender, you just have to make that assumption that it's being held. Where the other sites, particularly Kitchen, if they have that vertical, it doesn't really feel as oppressive. And I think that's just the fact that you have more places to play.
I like the mango. I don't like watermelon, but I also just don't like watermelon flavored things in general.
Floor. You have 3 stairwells to choose from, and you can be much more aggressive. Where sometimes in the basement, a well-placed.
That's the one I normally get is the mango, but I do the zero sugar.
Hope that you had of taking that top floor, and
tastes the same.
Bar, you kind of assume that the floor is going to be removed, and if it does, who really cares? Because the defense is once again going to be so spread out. So I kind of like how you're talking that your team tended to move away for basement, but from what I've been seeing lately, it seems like teams are still comfortable with that basement site, and it's actually that top floor site.
I like a few watermelon flavored things, like watermelon Sour Patch. Those go hard. Like anything else,
where
I'm not a fan of.
Teams would just sit on those windows. They never really needed to take map control, but boy, as a defender, you felt so much pressure.
Yeah, and the thing with like something like Kitchen, right, is that like you have to put a lot of work into taking that vertical space, and then you have to take the site itself.
What do you mean lumps?
Whereas with the better site, you kind of remove that second step where you take the top floor. And now you have the site.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna stop. Turn it down a little bit. I ran into a fucking predicament. Okay, so this desk here has drawers that come out and in. And on said drawers, there are little knobs. My dumbass didn't realize that the drawer right here, that you can barely see on camera, has been rubbing on the back of my fucking chair. And now, my chair has a fucking hole in it. Look at this shit. We have a hole in our chair. We got a cooter. My chair has a cooter. It's fucked up.
And I think there's always been this like level of like comfort.
Straight fucked up.
Like old boxes, like bedroom at a time.
Dude, my chair has a pussy slash vag straight cooter mode. Like cringe. So cringe. No, not funny. I was so sad when I seen that.
I don't think enough teams has really experimented, and same thing with the split bomb side and console. Not enough teams, at least on the new iteration, have really taken the due diligence to be able to theory craft and come up with a unique way.
She lonely?
Bomb side.
I got her an older chair.
So one more question I have for you. We were talking about in our run of show for our last series. We're talking about operator changes. What about changes to Fenrir? Do you think that's going to be impactful?
Fenrir a bitch.
It's been a minute since I've looked at the patch notes, so I don't super recall what those were, but I remember it being things like, just like being able to shoot the gadgets before.
Think of like an antique desk
he
chair.
Lost one, and then now you only have 2.
And it has like
my friend, I have some great news for you. Our players are ready.
Green
Let's dive
sofa,
into the best of one Chalet begins.
So like it's a leather
Vanguard.
green or emerald green
We're finally
leather.
gonna see this operator ban. I'm excited. So we're talking about Chalet, the map of being.
So it's like one of those like
stale,
if you went into like a old dude's house that like smokes cigars, and in his like office room slash map room, that's what he would have.
That means that our operator bans are going to be something comfortable, like everybody seems to want to remove the Monty.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a Monty. I'm fairly certain we're going to see a Dokkaebi or a Ying, as I was about to mention before she was banned. Ying is phenomenal execute utility. You throw those Candelas
probably
in,
has good money.
In. A majority of operators are going to be very blind once those hit. And even if you have a Warden, that's still a Warden versus everyone on the attack, right? And then the Brava, maybe one that seems a little bit out of left field, but just, I would say the default cams on the spout.
Sometimes it's worth sacrificing the cooter for some money, you know what I mean?
With one drone, you can take control of enough cams to watch every staircase and just kind of lock the defenders in the basement without, without you knowing it, or without them knowing about it.
And it also gives you the opportunity of flexing on to more fun defenders, if you will. You can bring out the Thorn.
Dude,
you can bring out the Cap Can.
I'm gonna show you dogs
you
for
can
free,
put your
but as you can
in
see, I'm
places
laying.
You don't have to fear about them
Dogs
now
for
being
free,
stolen.
up on
Sure, they can
there,
still be shot
chilling.
away, but
Like,
that just
I don't
gives you a
have
little
water
bit
in here,
extra
dude. And I have to
comfort
get
to roam
up
around the map, and now you don't
after
have to
getting
look for your
finally
own
comfortable.
Capcan traps being reverse Uno card against you.
Yep.
Look at that last band. I love the Fenrir band. Sure, they've been nerfed just a little bit, but boy, when you get near side, is it terrifying.
Absolutely do agree. And the thing with Fenrir as well is that a lot of teams who don't know how to hold gaps will kind of crutch on that Fenrir because you can just plug the hole with the Fenrir mine, whereas without him, if there's an opportunity to just jump in a window or walk down a hallway, you can do it while knowing that there's no Fenrir there. So it makes finding and exploiting gaps significantly easier.
Well, hopefully drones are another aspect of the attack that can mitigate some of that risk. Finding those gaps is going to be more difficult to do so with the mute in play. No Mozzies, so no double denial of information, but it's still going to be an obstacle that Vanguard's going to have to overcome as they execute
Yeah, I bet you
downstairs
wish you
into
had a
the
Stanley,
basement.
motherfucker.
But what I find interesting is Aspyre has elected
let's see how this
only
goes.
to bring the mute, no Cade, no Bandit. So those walls are going to be pretty much opened instantly. You're bringing out an Ace, and you're bringing out the Thatcher that was now switched to Dokkaebi, and I think that's the right read from Vanguard, because now you basically guarantee that all the walls are going to be
Yeah,
open
and I
up.
have
As
two
soon
of
as
them,
you take
motherfucker.
vertical, you now have the option of removing those mute jammers and having a pretty easy line into sight.
See a bit of early aggression there from the Malusi that Italian Water is playing.
Honestly,
It
us
doesn't
starting on
get
defense
anything,
is
but it does
huge.
still kind of show Vanguard that Aspire's not here to mess around, right? They want to be the ones in control, and even if those kills aren't getting, or even if those kills aren't necessarily happening, still just force them to watch out for the aggression. You see the main wall get opened up as well. Not something we see teams push all the
No,
time.
I'm actually
but
hella
even if
comfy
you don't
again.
push it, just having that wall open makes that side of the site really scary for the defense.
You know, it's what we were talking about with that vertical pressure, right? It's that phantom pressure that you have. If you have that wall open, or if you have the ceiling open, the defense is going to
that's
have
huge.
to honor you.
Good
Is that a
shit,
run out
Panic.
from Tunnel?
Yes, it is.
That's nasty.
With the SMG-11 even, on a 3-arm.
Yeah, recently nerfed, too. That's disgusting, and that's a huge pick as well. That's your Dokkaebi dead, which means the one remaining phone call that they had is no more. So Vanguard's going to have to fly in blind other than those drones. Interesting that the
Twinkle,
Vector
twinkle,
hatch
little
not
star,
reinforced
how
with single
I
cell
wonder
was
what
sent.
you are.
And
Up
that's
above
good
the
news for
world so
Vanguard. They
high,
elected
like
not
a
to bring
demon
the
in the
flat
sky.
place breaching charges.
Twinkle,
So the
twinkle,
vertical's not
little
gonna be an option.
star.
You're really only having
Now
to
I
sell
know
the
what you are.
Gingy gets the first
DIA,
pick for his team, taking out that
but that's
ward.
okay.
Something I should mention, though, is that there are only 3 drones left for Vanguard, and there is still a decent bit of control they need, because they do need to take Kitchen if they do want to attack the other side of the map, and even after they take that, you still have to take the site itself. And they don't necessarily know where all these players are. We're going to see Donut get a pick.
No, you chill,
onto
you chill, you
Tanner,
chill.
though. As we see Nope look to get one.
Oh no!
What the fuck
I
happened?
love
How
the
did we
play
lose
from
2
Aspyre
players?
here. Still lurking on that middle floor, causing as much chaos as possible. They do have the man disadvantage. So at a certain point, Aspyre is going to have to fall back to the bomb site, because if Vanguard continues
No,
to
that's
read
fair.
the
You're close.
pressure from the defense is offside, they can start to hit that site. Another player falls, Italian Water dead, and things
Fuck.
not looking good for Aspyre. It's all on Nope. And a 1v4, and as that bomb goes down, they have a temporary 1v3. They might be able to find a kill here and there. A DB-no. Okay, that's a step in the right direction, but so many gun barrels looking over towards the hallway. It's an impossible challenge for them to make, and then Aspyre ends up dropping that first round.
Yeah, the thing with the bomb plant is, even though it does temporarily make things a 1v3, as you said, there are still 3 dudes that are going to be making sure that the plant is going to go down, and especially when they know
Bro, for
where
real.
you are, like they did with Tanner in that case, they're not going to be super keen on just letting you walk at the planter and take him down. And we see 2 separate guns trained on him from those main stairs.
Look at that. Now
from that side
now
of the
we're
map.
comfy.
And ends up being the deal breaker.
Now we're real fucking comfy, dude.
Unfortunate scenario for Aspyre. They did so many things well. I love that lurk. Didn't quite go their direction. Now they're in the same basement. Not quite my cup of tea. And over to kitchen they find themselves. The opportunity to
Now
do
we're
something
comfy.
similar to what they did in the basement, lurking, but instead of on that middle floor, it's going to be on that top
That
floor,
turn, I don't
holding
think it'd
that
be better.
bedroom for as long as possible.
Not really.
An operator lineup change as well. They're bringing out the
For real,
castle to
for
try
real.
to slow down Vanguard and also cut off some of those angles. They want to make sure that if
No, that
Vanguard
didn't
has
do
a long
shit.
angle, they're going to have to spin some utility
There
to
we
do
go.
so. And as a result, Vanguard's going to say, you know what, Thermite not necessarily needed here. We can rely on our single hard breach, and let's bring out the Flores to directly counter those castles.
Yeah, so because there are less kind of walls that are critical to getting into the site.
this shit mad
for
comfy,
kitchen, it's
actually.
mainly going to be
I might take
the
another
wall
nap.
into
You got
office
stream, right?
and the wall into dining that they want to
You
get
got-
open.
you're
They can
taking care of
just
the chat,
take
right, Carrie?
the, Ace as the lone hard breach and bring in Flores to clear a lot more utility, right? Any shields that you have, any castle barricades that you have, even any walls that you want to stay in
I
place
bet.
can all be taken care of by that Flores.
So interesting from Aspyre, did you notice that there is one reinforcement still unused? Do you think they're pocketing that, or are they going to place that somewhere else?
There are some teams that will, or there are sometimes strategies where you'll leave up a reinforcement because there's nowhere really good to put it, or maybe you just don't
I
have
bet.
time
I trust you.
with the setup that you have to put another one down, which it's hard to say without kind of being, you know, in the system with them. But I'd imagine it is something along those lines. As we do see some quick progress
No
being
way.
made, along with the kill for Gingy, as he takes down Technit. That's one domino falling on the top floor.
Wasn't Technith also the opening death? No, pardon me, it was Vanguard that suffered the opening death. Oman was dead first. Unfortunate, though, for Aspyre. Some of their hold upstairs now dealt with, but there's still two more players from Aspyre lurking up there that Vanguard's going to have to negotiate. And they're also going to have to move the players playing behind those mirror windows. Those power positions are going to be so strong. You do have the necessary utility to deal with that. You have the Flores, since they're placed on soft walls. You also have the Selma charges of Ace that you can use, but that precious hard breach utility has to be used wisely, because you still have to open up that wall below into kitchen. That's going to be one of your
Aspire's getting
primary
fucked up right
ways
now.
to hit that site.
The thing about this site is that
Ooh,
you don't
big
necessarily need top floor, but
big-
Donut dies for it regardless, as he gets taken out by Panic sitting inside a bathroom. More players are looking to make moves on
No,
top floor.
water.
Here, Hamaj certainly
Nope,
does,
W.
but Nope gets one right back.
So, what does Vanguard do? Do they continue to fight this top floor, or do they say, two players of Aspyre is too big of a roadblock to hit? Maybe we should just go directly into sight. And the only player on that middle floor, that's going to be the
Okay,
Echo,
big
and
bitch,
they're
good
not
luck, got
necessarily
slapped.
near the site. So if Vanguard drones this out, and they have 4 drones to use, they might say, hey, site is free. There might be some vertical holes to deal with, but if you use a smoke grenade well, you might be able to counter that. We're about to enter into that red time, 20 seconds left, and Vanguard, they're going to have to go with an adrenal surge going out. That's going to be the call for Vanguard to start to push this site. Echo realizes that time is not on the side of the attackers. They're set up behind the mirror window to start to deal with it, but they're afraid that the flank be coming through. Well read,
No.
but no Echo drones available, which means that bomb could go down for free if the vertical doesn't
Good
deal with
shit,
it.
Panic.
Finally, the rotation, that secondary shotgun able to deal with it. Only a few seconds left there. Aspyre is able to win that round, but boy, was that too close for comfort.
Yeah, so in
That
that
was
realm, where I
close.
said that you don't necessarily need top floor, a better explanation to that would be office is kind of the primary thing you need control over, because if you're going to plant on the dining table like we saw them try to do, you're going to counter that from the vert inside of office. And if you can just maintain that control, then the defenders
good
can't
fight.
just
That was a
get
good
in
round.
there and deny the vertical play. And that is something you'll see a lot of teams do, is just take that little bit, because you don't need to be in office directly to have control over it. You can have like someone sitting outside of it, which will often see an Osa do. But it looked like they were going to do that because they had the Finka sitting up on top floor, but then he rotates down, which allows Panic to rotate into office and get that pick on the vert.
Honestly, don't mind their defense
And I
setup.
think that was the time aspect of Vanguard. They realized that they only had 20 seconds left, and they had to make a decision on the fly. Are we going to push the bomb site with all of us, or are we going
So
to
think of
hold
it
some
as
for
search and
vertical?
destroy
And I think the
on
decision
Call of
why
Duty.
they made it was they
You have
thought
the
there
2 bomb
were
sites,
no vertical
and
holes,
there's one
so they
person
elected
with
to
a
take one
diffuser.
free on
If
the
that
front
person
foot
places
itself,
the diffuser, the
flanking into
defense has a certain amount of time to
take sight track there. They realized that the Echo was going to
diffuse
be a
the
really
diffuser.
powerful operator in the dying seconds of that round, but they just
Or
did
destroy the
not
diffuser,
expect
sorry.
secondary shotgun to be used, and that
Alright,
was
so yeah,
a
somebody
very
on
close
attacking
round.
has
Vanguard could have won that
a
if it had
diffuser,
gone either
and
way.
the defense want to
Upstairs,
make it so
we're
that
talking
they
about how
don't
both of us are
plant the
big fans
diffuser.
of that
If they
other
plant the
World War
diffuser,
bomb site
then
bar.
the
It seems like Aspyre,
defense
they're
only
not quite as
has, I
comfortable
think
in
it's like
bar, so they're gonna
40
like to go
seconds,
to what
30
used to be one
seconds
of the best
to
spots
go and defuse
upstairs
it.
to prevent
So pretty much you want to stop them from A, planting it, and B, and or killing everybody on your team. Because if they kill everybody on your team, you lose. If they plant the diffuser and the diffuser doesn't get what's it called, destroyed, then the attacking wins as well.
Going to put a ton of pressure on the attack before they dismantle it.
That's a
So you're just
vile
defending
angle,
a
by the
point
way.
for
I
as
mean,
long
have
as you can.
literally a pixel. I mean, that is just disgusting. A grenade is going to be sent down range to deal with that shield, and it lands just a little bit short. Adrenal Surge to deal with the damage that Vanguard suffered on that cross rotation in front of that deployable shield. I like what Vanguard's doing here. They have that middle floor to prevent any type of rotation. So
There's
you
also
bring
teams
up
of 5, and
traps
each
here, you put it in a high
team has
traffic
5 different
area to
operators. The 5
prevent
different
Aspyre
operators
from
have
retaking.
different
Nitro
utilities,
could
so
be
different
advantage, but
gadgets.
only one of them brought out,
No,
and
they
that's
do
gonna be
not
on
respawn.
hand
It is
Hero.
one shot to the
So if
dome
they
and
end
you
up
are
rotating
dead.
below, like they are, they could use that nitro zone. Vanguard does not seem to know that there's a nitro cell there. They also have Nope, the Warden above, run out. Nobody's there except for their Claymore, and Nope's gonna be this first death. And that's
You
gonna be
respawn
huge.
after every
Also,
match.
that Genji, the Dokubi can pick up.
So yeah, you could get hit by an accidental bullet and just die.
Back, but Finka also
Ooh.
the turn, but he hits the tap anyways. With a beautiful
Okay,
play, and
Panic.
gets the next one as well. Bringing things
No.
back for his team before he himself is
Nice try.
Finally, Castle
3v2.
Disgusting and vile one taps there. Spire now in the 1v3 because of that. Long range angles being held by their dock. And that might be the exact place to be to prevent that plant.
That's
Once
not
you bring
bad.
in Tanner's Nitrocell back into this equation, it brings him
Ooh,
in a perfect
Technist.
position. Ginji's phone is ringing. They could hear that, but apparently the attackers of
Okay,
Vanguard
it's
did not
3v1.
want to make that call. They didn't want to deal with that. So
Doc
now
is down
Vanguard
19 HP.
in a 1v3. 3 defenders defined, and one of them below. Nitrocell 6 doesn't quite find its mark, and oh, poor Zag. So many different angles to look. They don't really know where this pressure is coming from. They had the diffuser, so that's kind of nice for them.
Yeah, they lose round 2. Good
Time
shit.
is not on their side.
Good
Wanting to
shit,
relocate
Aspyre.
Piano, but they have to make a decision here. They don't have the ability just to
Hell yeah.
continue to clear corners, and well, that's the result of bad time management. Another round in a row for Aspyre.
First off, a
Fuck
clutch.
yeah.
This one a little more convincing as they're managing to stall Vanguard and then pick up the pieces once they stop moving. Now, though, they have to go back down to that bottom floor site, that basement site, that Vanguard won in the first round.
Come on, let me turn up the
Necessary
volume.
applications to
It's
win.
fine. Turn this up.
So, basement. What changes do they need to make? Because we saw that
Spire defending
Almost.
again.
And
Spire is
they're
currently
actually
winning
all
2 to
these
1.
rounds
If you,
so
oh,
close.
I'm
What
blocking
changes
it. My
for
fault. I can go over here.
Well, quite honestly, I mean, I think it's a simple.
Yeah, Spire is winning 2 to 1.
Like, we do see them play the Lork there on the top floor, which we both did like, but a lot of, I think, the thing that needs to happen here is they need to be better at kind of staying up as the round goes on, right? Because they successfully kind of dismantled the information game. That
I think it's
Vanguard
best
had.
of
They only had 3 drones
4.
in the final minute.
First to 4 wins, I
And
think.
they should take advantage of that. And going into this round, right, they've been doing better at kind of figuring out what Vanguard wants to do and kind of finding those little holes in the attack, finding those little things they can exploit. See a spawn peek coming out here from Nope, which again doesn't net anything, but just the fact that Aspyre are willing to go for these sets a precedent, sets an expectation, which Vanguard has to keep in mind. We also see a bandit trick coming out here from Italian, which last time they didn't even attempt to keep this wall closed, but now they're opting to go for that denial. They're opting to make sure that wall stays closed, and they can't get a great eye on what he's doing here.
Thermite goes on the wall, but where is the help? There's that EMP, but Bandit should be there to deal with that
Hell
thermite
yeah.
charge. And I didn't hear it get destroyed, but it looked like it was placed in the right direction. Drones go out to make that confirmation. At this point, does Vanguard make a full rotation? No, they don't necessarily need to. Thermite charge was destroyed. Since they do have the ace,
It might be best of 5,
maybe you
but
just
it's
rotate
a
the ace
tournament, so it might be
over
different.
to the tunnel, and you say, you know what? We're going to pressure tunnel. We can come back and maybe draw that bandit away from that main wall.
Good shit, technical pick.
With an opening pick against Sly,
Oh,
which is
Nice
the first
angle.
time the attack has suffered an opening pick in a sec, but Zach gets one immediately back onto the offender. This Gingy sits outside of dining here. They know they want this control because they want to take these defenders out and make sure
fuck, man.
that they can't deny anything.
Oh, that's
From
huge.
this top floor, but the delay that those freezing canisters are going to get could be massive.
And you also have Nope up here too, so you have so much time denial on this top floor, and look what it's done to Vanguard. They're putting so much attention to addressing this roam that they still haven't really dealt with the hard reinforced walls on the bomb sign. Last exothermic charge goes off, and that's going to be what's recalling Aspyre. So now they're going to return back down to their bomb sign, but we're sub 60 seconds at this point. They're going to have to start to expedite.
Vanguard's
That
playing
main
way
wall
too
is
slow.
Not opened up, so the primary entry point is now this
What's up, RC?
stairs.
How you
It's a
doing, brother?
Really awkward place
Welcome to the
be,
stream.
but
It's been a while
seems
since
like
I've seen
Aspire's
you.
not looking there. Finally, they
What you
make
been
the
up to?
adjustment, and Vanguard drops 2 attackers as a result.
Oh,
Almost gets a third, but runs out of ammo.
Buck is like,
Vanguard
okay, yeah,
find
Buck is
themselves
43.
into
He's weak as fuck.
just Gingy and Donut.
RC, what that gun sound
left
like?
lost alive.
What sound your
Both
gun
prodding,
make?
Finding anything they can, but Tanner gets
Oh,
another.
close.
What?
It's all up to Donut, but Italian cleans him up, taking that 1v1 and bringing Aspyre up 3-1 as they complete a flawless.
Even RC, what's new?
Ali, these round pacings are so bizarre. It feels like either team could have won all 4 of these
Damn.
rounds. at
That's
this
one
point.
scary ass
For
gun, I'm not
Aspyre,
even gonna
3-1.
lie.
Vanguard has been so
That should
close.
fuck you up,
And the
for
thing
real.
is, Vanguard just seems to be doing such a good job of when their
You don't got
strategy
the-
blows up in their
Get
face,
up!
they're able just to win their gunfights when they need to.
That's such a
Almost.
weird
We
trend.
saw what happened there. It was a 2v4 brought down to a 1v1. Aspyre just started to overswing. They
Aspire's
weren't
doing
quite
good, though. It's
prepared
3-1.
for the rotation down the library stairs, but
Hell
where
yeah,
that
brother.
round
I've been in the
really
same boat.
started
I've been working a
spiraling out
lot
of
lately.
control Was Vanguard's prioritization of that middle kitchen.
But
That
right now we
roam that
watching,
Aspyre set up there did such a good job of
we watching
wasting
some
time,
AEL
and when
league.
Vanguard realized that those defenders had fallen
Watching
back
my
to
org
sight,
kick
they
the
kind of just had to go
ever-living
for like YOLO strategy
shite
and
out of
take
Vanguard.
points, and where it didn't really
Games
work
do be
until it
doo-doo right
almost
now.
was
I would
just
check
one of
out
those
Dark and
moments where
Darker. Dark and
just
Darker
win
is
your
pretty
ones.
fun right now. But there's a few good games coming out.
As well is that so we saw Vanguard plant on that snowmobile side of the map, but I don't think that was the
I haven't
plan.
played
I
AFK
think they
Journey. I
wanted
was
to
told a
get
lot
that
about
out
it
of
though. I might check it out.
advantage, 'cause typically if you take Kitchen, you
I might
wanna
even do a
play Thunder
stream for it.
more often than not, and I think that's the plan that Vanguard wants to go
See
for.
if I can do a partnered stream.
But Aspyre knows that now, and so even though that other wall by snowmobile wasn't the primary objective for the plant, they still force Vanguard to go.
Yeah, I've been kind of looking for a new
well,
mobile game.
We have less utility, but the same amount of tasks need to be done, and what do we do here? And
I have the
when you
world's
force,
I think it might be best of 7
total
carry.
tangent. So I apologize for just derailing your entire
Because I
point.
think this is
Do they
the,
still call it the Cybertruck Hollow?
I think it's best of 7 because I think they have 4 defense and then 4 attack.
Moment. I'm so sorry for that.
I mean, the Cybertruck is out now. I think we're obligated to by this point.
Alright, just for you, RC, I'll get it right now. So it's first to 5.
Speaking of obligations, we see now that the kitchen has been brought back, Vanguard are looking to change things up. They're going below the
AFK
bomb site now
Journey.
with that buck to try to dismantle as much
Alright.
of this defense as
It
they can.
is...
They do things like open
Oh,
up
I
that
already
rear
have
wall
it.
that gave them trouble last time,
I just haven't played it.
and they're also
Look at
going to
this.
try to hold for these rotations that the defenders could make
Hell yeah.
as they start to open things up, and they're going to try to look for a pick that way.
Vertical. being
So
shown,
best of 7
utilizing the solar
means
windows.
first to
I like
5.
I like the fact that Cap Tau is being brought. A lot of flexibility utilizing the smoke bolts and the fire bolts. They haven't quite put it in the right position. A well-placed fire bolt could do exactly this. Force away that Echo. And Echo might die as a result. Oh, that was so well done. Great utility, but Tanner finds 2. Just free swing on the windows, I guess. And Vanguard's moment of brilliance silenced, and things aren't looking better for Homage as they're being swung by 2 different windows. I think this balcony is lost. I think they need to drop away. And they don't. They stay a little bit
Aspire's
too long
cooking.
and fall as a result. You get 1 trade back, but Aspire's defensive hold is looking so strong right now.
They have the positions they want, and they manage
Never
to hold
stand in
on
the fire?
in
What?
spite of the effort.
Come on.
Vanguard
But it's so
has
warm and
been
cozy in the fire.
Now we see from that vertical play that he got his skill on earlier, no one out falls, leaving everything up to Zach as he tries to make his way up these west stairs.
3 players to find. Vertical
Fuck
against
yeah,
them.
Aspyre.
And they found the vertical, but they also find a bullet to the face. Aspyre, another round 1 for them, and a strong defense. It started off rocking. The firebolt of Capital finding the opening kill, but from there, Aspyre just 1 gunfight. It's really what it came down to. Vanguard overexposed themselves on the window.
70% downloaded.
And then what does Vanguard have going for them? They have players pushing in through the basement. Sure, you got the skeleton key opening up the vertical holes.
Aspire's just doing
really
great at
didn't apply
defending.
enough pressure to the bomb site to force those Aspire defenders into different positions. So they stood fast, held their ground, and just took gunfights around.
Yo, what's up, Hazy? How you doing, brother?
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around and desert you.
Because if you did that, that'd be really fucked up and make some people sad.
Wampa wampa.
And that attack
Yeah.
is going to be against the top floor bomb
You
site.
can't let me down. You can't give me
Running
up.
by Aspire.
Can't desert me. Just be fucked up.
I would just kind of like to bring up about that last run briefly.
The rebellion will forever be alive.
The rebellion
what I
lives.
often say is that, like,
Tap
teams
to
that are gonna
begin
win
my
games
journey.
will be less aggressive and just kind of try to hold
Alright, boys, we're starting up AFK Journey.
from the team that's in the disadvantage.
He says, don't stand in the fire, so I
Long
won't
live
stand
the
in fire.
rebellion.
No,
The game just crashed on me. This is bullshit. So this game was good. RC, what the fuck?
And start playing a little bit sloppier in order to take that advantage away.
Let it
But
reopen.
Instead,
Let it do its
Aspyre
thing.
knows that, well, Vanguard have to be risky now in order to get that man back. And so they say,
Welcome to the stream, everybody.
when he tries to power us, we're just going to kill him. And that's how we see the Finka die on that balcony outside of
Literally
the
just
because
opened it,
you
moved
have to
3
stay there.
three steps, and
Take
it
that fight,
crashed.
And they know that, and they force him to take that awkward fight with really 2 people at once. And
So
kind of
my
that
big-
coordination
My phone's
is
doo-doo. I have a
working
14 Pro.
really well for Aspyre.
So my big takeaway from them, the TLDR, is just get kills forehead.
Okay, just by doing my first fight, I'ma tell you, I already like this game.
What? Okay, good night. My bad. Don't peek, I guess. I mean, it's an Ash with an ACOG now. I mean, why are you swinging that, bro? Alright, well, that happened.
Nah, it's the first time I've opened it in like
Castle.
3 months, I think, so it was kind of bugged.
I don't think losing a castle is really that big of a deal. Their utility is most likely already placed to the maps. The only thing you're going to lose is the dumpster fire that is a UMP and their ACOG, so not all hope is lost. And since you got information of the pulse cardiac sensor, that's really where the assets went.
Okay.
Ash's DB and no, and I think they've dropped outside. I think they fell off the balcony.
Could certainly be the case.
See, I am gonna like that
certainly
game.
Surprised. But you see this pulse hunted down with a lot of
Fuck's sakes,
efficiency here,
RC.
and we're probably going to see this
Oh.
Ash get brought back.
I'm getting a
as well.
call.
Vanguard
1 sec,
has
everybody.
solid man
Give me
advantage
30
over them,
seconds.
But we have seen that Aspyre are capable of winning those ones when they're down and when they need to get things back. So as Vanguard do still have to play carefully, they're on the driver's seat.
No wall denial to prevent
this on. Okay. And now we can hear again.
So far, 25 rounds.
Alright, guys,
have
we
been played
got
across all
4
of
more in the
Challenge,
Discord.
18 of them
So don't
being
talk shit about
defense,
Aspyre, else
and
he'll come
bring it
find
to
you.
a 72% defender.
I don't know about all that.
And only 7
I don't know about all
attack
that.
rounds have been won. I guess 9 now if you include Vanguard, but I don't know if I'm good enough to do math on the fly. Even with a finance degree, my 3 brain cells can't quite comprehend. But so far, the attacking win rate on Chalet only 28%. So if you're a
Alright,
fan
that should make that
of
better.
Aspyre,
Perfect.
it's not looking good for you, and especially when we start to incorporate the
They're
fact
looking
that
great.
Vanguard seems to be the team that's capable of winning their ones when things start to get sloppy. I mean, that's one of the things that a defending team can do really well and shut down.
He's just
attacks.
jealous.
They play in very weird, awkward angles. All of a sudden, they can catch you off guard, and I got good news.
I
for you,
did say
my
thank
friend.
you.
Your
I'm gonna
favorite
call with the
bomb
motherfucker.
play.
Get out of here, Carrie.
I'm sure that Technical will aspire to.
Dude,
be
you're so
better
far
than
ahead
their
of me somehow,
predecessors
what the
on
hell?
this attacking count,
I would
Whether or not that
suggest
is come-
watching
whether or not that
the
will come to
game
fruition
on
is
your
yet
end,
to be
because I
seen.
think I have like a 30-second delay I
So we're
can't
gonna see
turn off.
an Ash going basement here most likely, which is
Yeah.
going to be to get
That's
that
okay, that's
stock
okay, that's
wall open. But we still see
Wow.
a mute on the roam here, which Technith dismantles.
So I can't react to
beautifully.
anything for 30 seconds.
Exactly.
Well, one
So
of the
you're gonna be a
primary
little bit
roles
behind. So what
no
I'd
longer
suggest, mute
available
the
to
tab
Vanguard,
and then
and this
just
gives
open it
Aspyre
the other Twitch
opportunity
on.
to take all of
I
the
already
engagement, and I think
20
more
steps ahead of you.
importantly,
Oh my god,
use
this
that
guy.
Maverick
He knows
torch
how to work a
against
computer.
solid wall of stock.
You know.
If you
Swear to
use
God,
that
you know.
Maverick torch and just draw one
Dude, my boss the
single
other day,
line, that
fuck
mirror
me, he
window,
was in his
playing
truck
behind
and
that
he was like,
deployable shield,
hey, my
all of a
GPS
sudden,
isn't telling me
can't
which ways to
sit
go,
there
can you
comfortably.
help me?
As Aspyre,
Dude had
you
his
don't
volume all the
even
way
need
down
to
and had
put
his
an
GPS
attacker
turned on to
there
only
loop
tell him
there.
about
As
main
long as you
hazards.
draw that
No, that's
line,
not real, dude.
basically just
It
means
was fucking
you can't
wild.
That's
play
not
there.
real.
I was in there
Okay,
for
right
3
now.
seconds, he was like,
Trying to
oh,
deal with
how'd you
Genji,
do that? And I went to go
lurking in the
show him, then he
corner,
just
but
waved his hand,
I
he's
think
like,
the
ah, never
Capitao
mind, I'm not
bolts
gonna
have
remember.
only missed, but I
Love
think it hit
that.
Capitao as well.
Yeah, so we see Gingy here is just, I mean, he hasn't been dislodged at all. And even if they try to jump in a window to kill him, there are mirror windows and other utility and other people looking to prevent that from happening.
Great play.
We do see Zach get on this vertical play for top main, however, which does allow him to kill that Ashe and bring one back for his team. And they're still stalling this library play as well.
Aspyre just wants to take upstairs. They want to deal with library before they execute. They have a decent amount of time to do so, over 60 seconds, but they're going to have to start to work relatively quickly if they want to deal with that. And the longer this attack takes, the stronger Omai is going to get. The more pancakes are going to grow in their back pocket. Homage
Technith is having a
falls.
game.
That's another step in the right direction for Aspyre, but they still have a few more targets to find, and Library is still not dealt with. This is their primary point of execution, and they can't quite do it. And now Zach's gonna fall away. The drop is red, but they're able to find the kill. Technith on a 4K, trying to find the ace, and if they want to win this round, they will have to ace. 30 seconds left. Going
No,
to the
Technith,
bailiff,
come
but
on,
it
brother.
doesn't find its mark. Oh, that could have
Close.
worked so perfectly for Aspyre. It required the ace, but they're not quite good enough for that.
Beautiful positioning and awareness
God,
from
dude, I was
Gingy
so
there.
okay.
Both
Our stream is at the
attackers
same
were
time. I see.
clutching out
Because
that
I tried
1v2.
not to. I tried not to react to that, but
Brings
you're watching
Vanguard
in real
up
time.
3 to
That's
4.
funny.
Still not quite even, but it's a hell of a better position than it was.
So how's your day, my brother?
It's
I think Aspyre had the right pieces. It seems
Yeah,
like
bruh.
both of these attacks,
Hell yeah,
to
you been
Vanguard's
busy?
credit as well.
Yeah.
They have all
for
the
sure.
right pieces. They just can't put the puzzle together. They seem to just kind of be like flying blind in instances, and it just comes down to awkward attacks, not prioritizing the right things, and I think it's also like that sunken cost fallacy, where you just put so much time and resource into executing into the library that you just don't want to give it up. So you continue to do it. You continue to do it to the point where you've kind of lost the objective. You kind of lost the round because you're just putting so much resources there. What would have happened if they just tried to go directly into sight, or maybe dealt with the roamers from behind? We did see them start to come in through bedroom and start to apply pressure that way, but I think it was just a little bit too late. Regardless, though,
You jinxed it,
fortunately
Logan, for fuck's
Aspyre,
sakes. They're
they
coming
don't
back.
have to attack that bomb site again for another 2 rounds, and it's over to the kitchen we go.
So something that I started doing towards
they
the
100%
end of
got
my
this,
time
Gary.
as a dedicated AGL was I would have someone whose job was to find the site, and then the other engineer's job would be to drone the setup around the site. Because not every attack works for every defensive setup. Like, that was a very library-focused attack. But the defense was set up to counter a library take. And because of that commitment to something that was very, very beneficial for the way the defense was set up, it makes it much more difficult to do things that normally would be fairly trivial. And we did see a lot of gunfights go the way of Aspyre that could have led to a round win, but it
That's
just
a questionable
And
open wall.
going forward on these attacks, if they want to start to do better, that's something they're going to have to contend with.
Top floor being held to prevent Aspyre from taking that vertical, and they're going to have to do it with 2 players already dead in the first 60 seconds. Not a comfortable position, and those are your primary entry and your flex. And more importantly, the ladder. Buck now removed, no skeleton key, which means doing vertical is practically impossible, and I don't think they're bringing flat place breaching charges either. Sure, you got the IQ to deal with the camera, but they don't seem to have their scanner out, so it's just absolutely free information for Vanguard. Watch your feet, my friend, and watch the flank. It's not going well at all for Aspyre.
It looks like they're going to try to hunt down this Valkyrie just because they know about where she's going to be, and it's a free pick they can get back. And they do successfully find her off of a good pinch by Italian and Nope, but you're still sitting at a 2-to-1 man disadvantage, and the defenders have moved up now because they know where the 2 attackers are. And it leads to a 4K from Donut.
Donut made this
This
look
is,
so easy, didn't they? Oh,
Bullshit.
Yeah, this is fucked up.
These one-taps this game have been just disgusting. I mean, both teams are just doing almost like frame-perfect one-taps. And is this starting to become the game?
Kerry, you
just,
barely
like,
even
who
knew
can
what this
pop
game
off the most in the round?
was about. Get out of here. You're not single-handedly beating nobody.
I think there's a lot of strategic interplay going on between these 2 teams, but I do think there is still a bit of, I mean, like you
Clutch
say,
factor?
whoever can
You can try
pop
that.
off. Yeah.
You get 10v1. That's crazy.
Because there was someone,
Put money
I don't know
on
who it was, I want to say it was like Intero or Cakes a while ago said that like you can have the best strategic play in the world, but sometimes Bolo's just going to walk into the site and kill 4 people, and there's not really anything you can do to stop it. And some of these rounds have kind of come down to that, where someone will just say, you know what, screw it. I'm going to be the best player in the world just for this round. And to their credit, both teams have won multiple rounds off
You'd
of that.
hide in a corner.
But I do think there is still a lot of strategic effort that we've seen on display here from both of these squads.
Guys, how do we ban
Now I'm gonna
Kerry?
go back to the point
Her
that I
input's
made.
terrible.
Gungo Berg at kill forehead. Like, sometimes
Gungo
when all else
Berg.
fails, that's all you can do. Let's see if Aspyre is able to channel that mentality. So it's going to be the basement defense for Vanguard, but it's going to be a very similar style of defense that we've seen across the Vanguard showing.
try.
2 rounds that we've seen, both Bar and Kitchen. It's going to be them lurking on this mid floor. They have a lot of utility invested in this as well, Ali. They're bringing out reinforcements, they're bringing out the mirror windows, and they also have 2 players lurking up there as well, and have a sneaking suspicion that they've opened up the hatch into sight. So if the pressure builds and Aspyre is able to clear that relatively quickly, Vanguard could still drop down back into the bomb site. Ram is not being played by Aspyre, so
give a
once
lot
again,
for a
they're going to be
5-4
relying
situation
heavily
right
on
now.
the Buck, who was the
Yes,
first
sir.
death in the previous round.
Also, sorry, I
See
was
an
hard
attack
focused on what I was doing.
starting
I
off
didn't mean to
with
give you
top
the short
floor
stick.
here is they're able to
last
take
time I did.
control.
My day was good.
You
of
chill?
that kind of office.
I went
and
golfing.
stuff like that. Fairly
I
quick.
played
Oh,
nine holes.
old man
Vanguard
sport.
wasn't really holding it, but it
Say
does
again?
give
I
them
said old man
a
sport.
place to walk
Ah,
into,
don't do me
point
like
Did
that.
you get the were you wearing the plaid
which
jacket?
is going to put a little
No,
bit
but
of
I do
pressure
dress pretty
onto
funny.
these defenders,
You ever see my
especially
Twitter
Donut,
profile picture?
who is
I
sitting
let me.
inside
You know what?
of
We're gonna
control
pause
of
this
that
really quick. We're gonna take a
floor
look at the
office,
Twitter
which
profile
Attack is
picture.
just taking control of. But gets a C4 pick onto that Buck. Fuse still
I don't think I follow you directly on Twitter.
That's insane. It's okay. I'll let it slide.
Is it just Logan.former?
And Fuse also
Just
took
at
a lot of
Logan
damage
Former,
as
that's
well.
all.
So that's a huge nitro cell. And I think this might be what spirals Aspyre out of control in this round.
I mean, I think
They
last
have
I checked, you don't
more
follow me either,
places
so that's
that
okay.
they're
I'll let
working
it
as
slide.
well. They're
That's not
holding
true. I
stock.
do follow
This
you.
is such
Do you actually?
a strong roam from
Yeah.
Vanguard.
No way.
And to go back to the
This is a
point that you're
prank.
making,
No, if
maybe
I don't
you
follow
say,
you, I'm a
"Screw it,
terrible
this
person."
This roam is impeccable.
You can drop me from the org today.
Vanguard. Let's just
You egoed
forget
me.
it altogether. Let's just
This
execute
guy?
on the side and try to
You got me
prevent
hard.
those.
Bro, I didn't try.
back. And I like what they're doing with the fuse. They're using it as a pseudo.
Okay, it says you're now following me,
Not
motherfucker.
quite as precise. Hey, it's the best you got right
It's
now.
nothing personal.
Okay, guys, hold on, pause. We're gonna talk about that real quick. We're gonna talk about this guy right now. Look at this.
Up here. They've said we have the top
This
floor.
guy think he
The
is
defenders are
senior
on the
shit
site.
talking me. Okay.
And he has
This
the
guy.
vertical from that nitro cell that he used earlier.
Dude's
and
got
he's gonna
the
get
Michael
another
Jackson
take
gloves.
off
Get
of it.
out of here.
And now the attack.
It's a golf glove.
And
What
even
the
more dire
Huh?
straits. We're gonna see an engagement out
Please
by
get this pick on
Boiler
the
here.
shield. Please get this
But
pick
they
on the
don't
shield.
really have everything they want to get this attack going.
Get
and
the
there's
pick on the
still a
shield!
million loose things to look out for.
You know, one can only hope.
What do you do if you're a spy? You just have to hit your shots. You have to win.
Ah.
Here comes the lurk. Homage
Oh,
behind
Italian, come on.
Italian waterfalls,
No.
and it's an
That was
easy
great.
cleanup.
Fuck
A
me.
flawless round for Vanguard. They make the flawless rotation
Come on,
the
guys.
sights,
It's
and
okay,
it just
it's alright.
looks easy.
It
for
ain't over till
Vanguard.
it's over.
That's
for
true.
Vanguard. They
Could be
get to
worse.
Go back to bar, and I think this is a well-earned timeout.
Carrie, you're barely
Aspyre
gold in
needs to make
Rocket
changes
League.
there.
Get out of
Now,
here.
You're a former IGL. What would you do during this timeout?
So for me, like I said before, right? Like when you attack something that is meant to.
Oi, Nope's
have an
getting
attack you do, which
absolutely
we've seen a couple
dumpstered.
times, I'm gonna say, all right, find the site, but find what's around. the
That's
site.
okay.
What are they actually?
Overall,
holding?
we're doing
Where
good.
Are the bodies? Where
Overall, we're
are
doing
the walls? Where's the
fantastic.
utility? And
Could be
you
worse.
can't cover
Kinda,
everything.
sorta, maybe.
in any
Okay, so it's
defense.
first to
There's
7.
always a
Sick.
weak point. There's always something that's left open.
Alright, well,
And
this is
now
happening.
my
I have to go
goal
feed
is
my bearded
What
dragons.
is being left open?
Keep,
Where is
you know
the
what? You're gonna be the
hole
one
that we can
commentating for
poke our
chat. You
fingers
keep them
in to
alive.
rip this whole thing open?
Oh, brother.
You got this.
And I
Alright,
think
guys.
the whole
Former's
is
taking
just
over.
Aspyre seems
Make
to
sure to
be
bully him a
so
little bit, but not too
focused
bad. He
on
does
one
cry at
go,
night.
particular attack
Fire.
that
Woo!
they just don't make the changes until it's too late. And I love the idea that you have drawn out what the surrounding
It's a
part of the
bearded
bomb
dragon.
site looks
Owns
like,
ferrets and
then
bearded
theory
dragons,
craft
huh?
what your attack is. Because the last time that we saw Bar, it was
Interesting
basically them
choices, but I
banging their
respect it.
foreheads
I
against
respect it.
Library and just hoping that they can win their gunfights. That's just
What up,
not going
Carrie?
to be a good enough
How you
strat. You
doing,
have
brother?
to have something a little bit more dynamic, and maybe that means coming in from behind and applying pressure from multiple angles. But Aspyre, they need to change something, and they need to change it quickly.
Can't hear you
Bar
for she's
we
got me
go.
turned down
Back
like
to where all the pain and
crazy. I
misery started
bet you.
for
I don't even have
Aspyre.
a stream unmuted. How bad
Not
is
an
it?
impossible task they have laid out in front of them, as they have seen how all of these defenses have looked, that Vanguard have been running, but again, it's about finding that hole, finding that gap that they can leverage into round wins, and that, to me, is going to be the biggest
Oh,
thing.
okay. If I talk louder, it's not bad. If I talk louder,
What
it's not
does
bad.
Aspyre do differently? It's not
It's
gonna
okay,
be
I
any
unmuted,
different
I
than their
checked it.
top-order lineup,
I
except
just gotta
the
talk
line
up. That's on
being
me.
brought out.
That's on
I
me.
like what Vanguard was doing.
I
They're
own
bringing
that.
out Dokkaebi. It's interesting to see what the
He wouldn't
Aspires
take them?
bring out the
Fight him?
lion. I tend to
probably drop me.
favor Dokkaebi, especially against a roster
Gopher.
that isn't running a mute. What Lion does well, though, is
All
if
right,
you
we need
pin
an opening
somebody in the
pick here for
corner,
sure.
You make that Lion call,
Desperate.
and if you see a red ping,
Opening
that
pick
means
would be
they're
huge.
moving out of
Italian's
that
in a good
position.
spot.
If you don't see a red ping, that
They
means
don't know
they're
he's
stuck in a
there.
fixed position.
Maybe they do. Util's killing him right now.
See Gingy kind of in the middle of no man's land right now. They're trying to clear him
Nice,
out, but
Tanner.
so far, nothing's done it successfully. Tanner gets
Italian
the first
keeps his
opening
life.
hit, taking out Donut,
That's
who's
good.
been
They
lethal
did know he
so
was there.
far. But Library is still being held
Okay.
on to, and as our observer showed us,
I got a hold on the right
they still
window.
missed with
I don't know this
those
map. I really don't know
fireballs
R6
from
maps like that, but can
Appleton.
Italian
Chalet
get a
sucks.
Gingy
can
moves
get
here,
across
if he
here.
tries to run away, he's probably
Yo,
dead.
Yo, what's
I've
up,
Just
cutie?
the fact that he is
I've never
existing
played
in this
R6
area
like played
means that
like
Aspyre has to
recreationally,
worry
Yeah.
about doing
but
anything
never
with
enough
this.
to like actually know the maps. You
And
know
I
what I
think
mean?
the problem
Hey, yeah,
was
that's fair.
they
I'm kind of in
needed
the
somebody
same
else
spot. Like, I know a
for
few
utility. It
maps,
can't be
and
all just
I
on
tried to
Italian
learn
water.
some
They're just doing the
callouts,
Lord's
but
work there by themselves. You need to bring
I
a
didn't
set
wanna
of
put all that
flashbangs,
effort
or
in,
even
you
a set
know?
of EMPs would be
I feel you.
perfect. You can deal with
RC
the
would
live pancakes
RC
that
says
way,
you'd beat
but
me up. That's cap.
Aspyre just not addressing.
You're a little
every
Irish
part
wee
of the
lad.
defense of Vanguard.
The worst,
sure,
the most
you
damage
found
you're
a
gonna do
kill
to me is by
on
throwing a pot of
the
gold at
standout
my
player of
general
Vanguard, but
direction.
You find
Tanner's
on
okay,
fire.
All right, here what we needed from Aspyre. We needed them to find the kills. They now have the man advantage, and they
Where are
have
the health
multiple.
bars here?
Health bars on the bottom. They're not bars. It says so like where it says
Oh,
Mira
I guess,
125 and
yeah,
126.
yeah. Big pick on the shield. Big one tap on the shield. Oh my god, he's so close. I don't even know if he knows
And
it.
he is able to get some damage onto Zach, but that blue shield's still going to be a thorn in their side. And something they have to clear,
Womp
which
womp
is
carry.
going to require utility.
If you have a couple ash charges left, that's
no,
a way of dispatching that
bro.
shield, but I think those
Alright,
ash
we send
charges have been
Tanner in
used
first for the
elsewhere.
trade?
Sly
Make it a
finds
2-2?
one. Now a 3-3.
Never
Nope.
mind.
Seconds left. Oh no, Sly
Nice.
finds
No, 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 no. That
second.
was right. That was right.
It was
Let's
looking
go,
so good
baby.
For Aspyre. They
Oh.
needed that trade, and they needed the
dub.
follow-up
Come on,
trade
come on,
as
come on.
well into the
He knows.
1v1.
He knows. That guy's weak as shit.
They know exactly
That
where
guy's
the
so
mirror's
weak.
playing.
Come on, no.
Sly's gonna have to relocate.
Alright,
They
yeah,
have
oh
yellow
my God.
things. They have information.
Oh, he
They're
fell.
gonna have to swing and win this fight, but they fall through the
He's only
hatch.
got
But that's good
16.
news for them. That's where the diffuser is. They're able to now pick that.
He knows where he's
diffuser
at, though. He knows he's
but
not
I
going to
don't
drop
believe
this
they're going
hold.
to be able to plant that. They're going to have to go
That's
straight for the
Ah!
kills. The air jab's the right decision, but they
How do we
overexpose
lose
themselves
that?
in the doorway, and Sly finds multiple kills in this round, facilitated by that bulletproof
no.
camera, never meleeed by Aspyre and a Vanguard. They're
Oh,
going to carry themselves so much closer to the match point.
2
That's
rounds,
a
Aspyre
yikes.
now have to make up to bring themselves
It's okay.
to overtime and have another chance at winning this game.
That
Not an
was
impossible
so
task,
good.
but Vanguard have just looked lethal on that defense, even though they were down in man for a lot of that, even having to win a clutch to win that round. They just looked calm. They looked cool. They
well,
looked
does she know
collected.
since I'm a YouTube
They
/
didn't
Twitch
let
streamer,
that
I'm
pressure
recording
get to them.
everything.
They said, we have the site.
Pussy,
We have
don't
the
even start with
ability
me.
that they have to push into now. They have to come to us. We play our shields, we play our spots, and we find the picks where we can. And they find the picks where they can.
Honestly, RCM
And
might be
that
worth the
has
jail time,
ability
just
to
one little
say,
tap, you know, just
let's not panic. Let's
bop.
just,
That's it.
lock in.
Last,
as
last
the kids
night's
like
game
to
was
say,
pretty close, too.
And just
I
win.
We
wasn't
didn't
there
win
for
last night
that.
either.
Cool as a cucumber, Vanguard has been the
But I believe
entire
they said
series
Aspyre
so
lost.
far, and only one more
Yeah,
round
we
for them to
did.
close it out. Can Aspyre make the changes necessary,
It's
or are
the
they going to
Aspyre
find
curse.
a second L in their
Something
column
like
so
that.
far
I'll
here
tell you
at
what.
AEL?
So,
It's going to be Valkyrie. Making
we've
their
won
return,
a lot
and we
in
saw
Rocket
how
League and
strong
Valorant.
Valkyrie was
we've
earlier.
won
The
one. We've
IQs
won
in play
one
for
event in
Aspyre, like
Apex.
they did in the last few showings, but the
We've
thing
won a
is,
good
when they
bit
bring
in
out the
EASHL.
IQ,
Those
they've
guys are
not always
insane.
been able to
Yep.
find those
R6,
critical
I feel like,
plays.
is the
Valkyrie
esport we've
cameras,
competed in
and
the
why
most,
that
but
matters
haven't
even
won
more, Ali,
anything
is when
in.
you start to put those Valkyrie cameras in
And
combination
damn
with
it, I want it
replays
so
before
bad.
taking out,
Just to
I
say you've
don't
done
think
it.
it's gonna find its mark like it did in
For,
previous
dude,
rounds.
swear to God.
Yeah, when you combine the utility like that,
That'd be sick
kinda
to say
turns
you
the
won
whole
in
game into
every
floor
esport you
slot
compete
with
in.
How much soft floor there is on Chalet, but like
We
you said,
need.
it has been spotted
We've
out,
competed.
so
We competed in
probably
CS
not
for a little
gonna
bit. Didn't
fall.
win anything.
We don't
do
talk about
also
CS.
see
CS is
Tanner
for
make
old
his
people.
way in
Okay,
below.
go.
We were
for it.
really
He's
good
gonna
in
put
CS
some new
though.
kinds of
That's
pressure
fair.
on
Really
this
good. We kept
Vanguard
getting so
that
close,
they
but we just couldn't finish it
super
out.
had to deal with.
I think
how
we
it
finished
works.
second and
Nitro
third in the
Cell
same
goes out
league.
prematurely,
Yikes.
so that utility
Um,
is gone, but it has
trying to think
still
what else.
had
COD,
the
we haven't
effect
won
of
anything in.
making Aspyre work.
Mm.
The game is so hit or
Aspire's
miss
gonna
though.
drum, so
God,
that's gonna
100%.
be a little bit of weight off their shoulders.
You could
and
be the
they
best
find
player in the
the
world and still get
murder
absolutely
holes created
dogged
by
on.
Vanguard. Not
Trying to think
currently
what else
occupied,
we.
but what is
Halo
occupied
for a
is that
short
basement,
time.
the roam.
That's
from
gonna be
Genji, and
interesting
I think
with,
the way that Aspyre is pushing that top floor, they're just not
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
keep it
expecting
there.
a lurker.
Yup.
They might be.
Good call.
Nope
I
has
was.
been recalled. The Buck Skeleton
Ooh,
Key did
I was
not
about to
use
fuck you. Whoa,
for the
whoa,
vertical,
whoa,
But
whoa.
instead,
Whoa,
used
what?
the flank
Whoa,
one.
what?
You would assume that Dokubi
I-
would be the one taking
Huh?
that role, but
Pause.
apparently Aspyre
opening
has
pick,
seen
here we go.
something else. They've dealt with
Very
Genji
good.
though, or Genji. That's what you needed.
Yeah,
Now
it's
you
6-4,
need
but it's
the
definitely
skeleton key
possible.
Up to the vertical,
Slushy
but
has been
it
doing
seems with the way
God's
that
work.
Vanguard is
Slushy,
playing,
if I
Aspyre
meet him
doesn't
in
want
person,
any of
I'm gonna do some devious things to his, you know what.
Certainly not the
He's getting
case. And
kisses.
Genji,
Like,
pretty
he's
putting
getting
it off
kisses
the
in
floor,
places
but
man shouldn't even know
now
exist.
He can just sit and play with these Valkyrie cameras that he's spread around the map for the
He's
last
getting
bit.
kisses
He
on
just
places you
feeds
can't
them
see without a
information.
mirror.
We saw
You know
how
what I mean?
valuable
Exactly.
those yellow pings were before.
Places his wife hasn't
They
even
can
seen
certainly
yet.
be that way again.
Oh
We'll
my
see a
God.
little bit of luck up those west main stairs.
Oh,
Which doesn't
okay.
kill anyone yet.
Here we go.
This is
Does
looking
a lot of
good.
damage.
We're
It's
looking
Here we
good.
go.
5v3.
Another pick for his team.
Mute
One
is
double
taking
kill.
damage already. Mute's
Is the
down
boss
34
actually
HP.
meta? I've been seeing so many players
Oh!
in matches during the boss.
Oh!
Dude, Nope is frying.
Why though? Is it-
Technic? Surely, right? Surely this guy doesn't 1v5.
He could.
Right, you only
Technic has been a crackhead lately.
Big.
chess most of the time.
Big. Did Nope have 3 that round? Who did I say?
Nope had 2, Technic 3, I believe.
Could be pretty deadly.
Or vice versa, one or the other.
The round ended and Aspyre.
But I know Nope was getting dogged on in the beginning, but he's locked the fuck in.
Bring us to overtime. And now instead of reattempting that slight,
Dude,
we're gonna see Vanguard
How do we go from
move on to
Yeah, we don't talk
a
about
bad
that.
round, a close
Previously,
round,
which I think is a
and
good
then we just
decision here.
flawless them?
If they
It's
have
honestly,
no-
it's all just depending on what site you're working with
No
and
launch
what
very well
operators
site
you're
for them.
playing. If you
So they're gonna
counter
say,
them
hey,
perfectly, you're gonna win.
for us,
And it's
we
just
like
honestly
basement. Aspyre
fucking playing
did
chess.
kind of make it
Luck of the
close
draw.
in the end, but
Depends on how they
unfortunately,
start.
weren't able to quite negotiate the way that Vanguard had set up that defense. It seems like Aspyre has been kind of changing their operator lineup back and forth, and I like that. And they're once again doing it, realizing that Valkyrie not in play.
I agree with the commentators. We have been swapping our operators a lot, which is keeping Vanguard on their toes.
She losing her name
What is this
has kind of
channel?
fallen
AEL
away from the
_
meta, but
Gang,
still
ignore it.
just
2 of
as
you
viable
hydrate.
because
Alright.
you have the
Alright, Former, make sure you
utilize
hydrate. Drink some
that
water.
clone as an
Ooh, dude, I would
additional
love
drone,
some
gathering
water
lots
right
of
now.
information.
Bro,
Play that
go
ionic
grab your
clone with
Stanley.
somebody right behind it like you
Drink
would
some
with a
Stanley?
drone.
Yes,
Who
sir.
do you think
Now
I
you can
am?
have real-time information as soon as that
Pink
clone's
Stanley?
away, that person
Come on.
that's following it up, you can grab that real-time intel. Plus, once you bring Dokkaebi into the fray, you can listen for where those calls are going and relay that back to your
I'd
team.
never ignore you guys. Come on. Wife with the sub for 7 months? Jesus Christ, 7 months
See
is a
lot of
long ass
things
time.
Being opened up, a lot of things being held by Aspyre to start things off.
Alright, I'm gonna go back see what I missed.
Poking and prodding.
6-6 would be
seeing,
insane.
Since
seeing
I'm
what comes
apparently
out of the
ignoring
holes
you
that they
guys.
find, but so far,
Brutal.
none of these
Alright, if he
holes
didn't
have
hydrate, I'll
done
hydrate for him.
anything. It looks like they're gonna try to get over.
Look at that, you get two on-screen Stanley showings
as previously would
for the
kind
price
allow
of
them
one.
to jump off of.
Double Stanley?
Technith,
Yes,
though,
sir.
is in
Do I need to
second
grab the
ball, and if
second
defense doesn't
Stanley?
notice there are any flanks,
I have
it
two.
will become risky.
Grab the second
Really
one.
nice yourself. Vanguard's been. Oh wow! You just sprint over the hole. That was bold.
Ay,
Looked like
ay,
Nope
ay.
took more damage than they actually did. 24 HP loss is not
Big.
gonna be that big of a deal.
That is big.
Dokkaebi calls goes
Dude,
off.
fucking
Technic
Technith
shot.
is
Good for
running
kill,
this
and actually
lobby.
they're feeling
He
so
drops
bold,
3.
they're
He
gonna
drops 3 this
continue
round.
To swing
Oh,
into sight.
he drops
A
5.
single Selma detonating.
Dude gets
allowing
nased.
Aspyre to look deep into the
That's
sight.
insane.
Anybody
I
from
back
Vanguard
it.
gets a little
He's
bit
done.
crazy.
He's done really well. He's
It's
gotten
awfully
a. He's gotten a
ambitious.
4.
To have their face removed, but you have to be very careful. because
Awfully
that long
ambitious?
angle
Nah.
does work both ways.
I'm a psychic. I know.
Holes work both ways. A personal favorite.
Oh, that's a
Terraform
dirty
line.
peek off the shield.
And even though the opening
Yeah,
pick
but-
has gone the way,
But
of
nobody's there.
Aspyre, we are still starting to see the clock.
Oh,
run
this
down.
time
There
ticking
are
is-
defenders that they haven't
It's
encountered
not real
before
time.
yet,
They've sped
most
up the
notably
timer, I can
Homage
tell.
sitting inside of Stalker, who had a
No, honestly,
fantastic
pause the
Uh-huh.
timer. Tell him to pause it. Oi, Technith,
potential to
no!
do so again.
I lied, he
Stalker
didn't
also
ace.
gets one, and we see
Okay,
a player
Tanner?
walking down these main
Hey.
stairs.
Oh my
because of
god,
the
big
Homage
trades
ace.
here. Huge trades.
Where has this lobby gone?
Please
4
don't.
players
Please don't lose
evaporated.
this.
It's a 3v3.
Come on,
Dokkaebi
water.
called to help Aspyre find an additional kill.
Italian! Get the
But
tap,
seems like they're
baby!
unable to capitalize on it. The Selmas
Not
are
a
in
tap,
good
but
position to
it
fight
is what it
around, and
is.
it's good
I mean,
enough
it's a
for
kill.
Aspyre to find
I'll take it.
additional.
45
Look at the position of
Italian!
Aspyre, they're in
Oh
such
my
good
god.
places. It's just on homage.
Give me
Forced
another
to
one.
find 3, and they don't really have a necessary.
Come on, spread the
angle
love,
to go
Italian.
for.
Pass it over to
Have
Panic.
enter
Let him
for
get one.
cover, and remember, there's
Oh.
a Selma hold.
Oh,
They're
he
gonna have to
didn't
walk
see him.
past it, and Nope is there for the
Oh my
kill.
god, missed the
It's
dome.
overtime
He looked at his
found.
head, but he
No
didn't
3
shoot.
points for either
Straight
one
at
of
the
these teams.
dome.
The best
Oh
they can
my
do.
god, 6-6. We dub.
This is huge.
Teams have now secured themselves at least 1 point, which does better their odds going into the rest of the season. Although there is still an additional point on the line for whichever team wins.
I think it's 2 more games. It's
That's
best of
nice.
8 now.
We love everybody here. We want to gift
Our
them
first
as
two
many points
8.
as possible. That's exactly what our script writers are doing. We wanted to make sure one of these 2 teams secured at least
2 more,
one
2 more,
point.
2 more. Gotta win by 2.
Goes over to the defense, and I think that's going to give them a
Aspire's
slight
got this
advantage.
shit.
I mean, if we look at both of these stints so far, the first and second half, it's been 4-2 splits for both teams, and the attackers
You gotta
were
win by
able
2, Carrie.
to find rounds, but I wouldn't necessarily call it in convincing fashion. It was more that they were able just to win gunfights when needed. And it seems like both teams on attack just kind of suffered from the tunnel vision, or they're just so set in their ways they weren't able to make adaptations.
It is, but if it goes to overtime,
Aspyre,
so if they get to the last point and then they tie it, it's
going to have
brother has to win by 2.
So it's essentially like
I do know what's going
nothing
on. You
has
seem
changed, and
confused.
since they've had the confidence of 2 attacking wins, they have the momentum on their side, and hopefully can make it now 3 in a row.
Go back to sleep. Been sleeping since 2 o'clock.
This is a
Go back to
site
bed.
that we have seen Vanguard win both times, though. The only site that they've won both times on their defense, which is going to give them some confidence. And even with that momentum being with
Fuck
Aspyre
off, Carrie.
right now, there is still going to be some confidence on Vanguard's side of, you know, this is the site that we
Playing Deimos
know
is
we can
kind of
win.
dirty.
This is where we get match point right here.
If you didn't know Deimos, he has
See
a
if they're capable of
pistols
actually
is secondary
doing
that 2 taps.
I like the operator lineup change. This is so refreshing from Aspyre. We're bringing out the Grim. We're bringing out Deimos. These
Carrie is
operators
mentally
are
a
directly
7'4"
tailored to the very aggressive
jacked
roam
black dude.
that Vanguard has brought across the 6 defenses that we have seen from them. And if you're
Carrie
working
likes somebody in my chat
and you get a
who likes to
pokey
think
call
they are
followed by the
absolutely
Grim, little
stronked
tiny
out of their
helicopter thing,
mind,
you're in
juiced
such a
off
world
the
of hurt
fucking
when you're
roid
being
rage.
tracked by Grim,
Probably
not
is.
from Grim,
But
from
they
Deimos.
are,
It's
in
just
reality, a
awkward position to be in.
5'4" wee Irish
Plus,
lad.
that gun that he has, even though it is only a pistol, is
Oh,
like
dude.
basically a pocket DMR.
You
that
hit a
has
growth spurt when in grade 3?
surprising vertical play capabilities. You haven't seen it being used that way,
Damn, you're
so
grilling this dude.
it's gonna put a lot of
And no
pressure.
recoil.
It's okay, we like to bully
Yeah,
Carrie.
that as
If you
well.
look at
It's
my
gonna put a lot of
chat,
pressure
this
on the
emote
better,
was made
Facts.
explicitly for them.
by Deimos here. We also see a lot less library pressure coming out from Aspyre here, is they kind of know
Ah!
they're not gonna take that.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Maj does
Ah!
get ahead of Noah,
It's okay.
and ahead of Technith as well.
All right, once again, Vanguard going back to their old
We got
ways
Water
of
Tanner and
just
Panic still.
slamming people
I
with
feel like our
one-tap
entire
headshots.
team is really good.
You lost your Grim.
Like, I feel like
You
it's not
lost
like
your
there's
Buck,
2
and that's
people
been
that
kind
are
of a
better than
tale
the
for
rest. I feel like they're
Aspyre,
all
losing your
fairly
Buck
good.
so early on. I mean, Buck has been almost their primary entry, which, at least if you look at their opening deaths, that would kind of give you that indication. But they have been running the Ash, which should be the person taking that initial death. And, the
Oi!
Deimos, it works both ways. Remember, the defense can tell you exactly where you are. They see where you are, and if you have a good communication running between your teammates, you can say, hey, they're about to swing in through this door frame. So far, Aspyre not looking like they're
Yeah,
going to
'cause she hates her fans.
rounds in a row as they're just dropping attacker one by one. There's another to fall homage on the
What
4K.
the
Give it to
fuck
them,
just
applause.
happened?
Good stuff from him, just working these angles up top.
It's win by 2, right?
It is
well.
win by 2.
And like you said, that coordination with his teammates to say,
That
hey,
guy
Deimos
seems
is
so
out the front
skibbity.
door. Just watch to make sure he doesn't walk up my staircase. And now we see Vanguard put themselves in a position to close things
So
out
Aspyre has to
here,
win,
but
and then
we
it'll
see
be
Aspyre
first to 9.
Very proficient on their defenses as
We
well.
like that.
So it is a bit of an
We
uphill
like
battle.
those, Kay.
Vanguard has to fight
We
to
like
do
that. Hey, you know
still
Aspyre
have
holds the world record for the
that
longest recorded
reassurance
competitive
to go
Valorant match.
back
True
onto
story.
defense if they lose this round.
I don't think that's a good
Ball
thing.
is an Aspyre score. Well, basically
Longest
both
competitive
rounds, backs against the wall for
Valorant
round
match
14
win.
and
We
15.
won that
They're
shit.
gonna
Okay,
have
that's all that
something
matters.
here. They're gonna have to replicate that. When they
How
go
long
back
was the
over to
game?
attack, but it's
I think it
really
was 27,
their job is
25.
to focus on
Oh
one
my
round
God.
At a time. It's all about
It
round
was
14.
insane. I don't know.
You
Here,
can't
hold on, let me see.
fantasize about round 15
Aspyre
until you conclude
world
the victory.
record.
And round 14, and they're doing their darndest to
second.
get to their castle barricades being
That's
Yeah,
actually
May
wild.
2nd,
You have
2022,
the
Aspyre
hero
Valorant set the world record for
and
longest recorded Valorant match. Sorry,
so
24-22.
much ability to slow and
That's
gather
absurd.
information. So Aspyre should have tabs on everything that Vanguard's doing during this attack.
10 seconds left before insertion.
So there's
Hours
a lot
and
of
minutes, what do you mean?
information to deal with, and even though we didn't see it the last couple times, those
Okay,
upper cams
pause.
really
Hold
can
on,
be,
we're gonna
like,
talk about that
actually
really quick.
scary
You
in
said
the
24-22?
dying seconds of the
24-22, yeah. I don't know how long the timestamp was, but it
They're
was
not
definitely
well
over an
played,
hour.
right?
My
They
wife,
run
I am
triple
pretty
zero
sure,
with
was
that
curious to
control,
if
but
that was in
that's
hours
just
or in
round
minutes.
lost.
Thinking that wasn't a
He's
score and
able to
thinking that was a
stay
time
alive
frame.
in those last little
It's okay.
bits and
That's
have
okay.
these drones away
24 hours of Valorant would.
I would. That would be
take me out of
something.
this world.
Can you imagine 24 hours of just straight
And I love what they're
Valorant?
doing with those cameras as
Oh
well.
I do
my
hold
God.
that. I hold that near and dear because the world record
There
is pretty
one
fucking
wrinkle,
cool.
That is
though,
pretty
that
fucking cool. In
Vanguard
a
brought
game
out.
like
It's
that,
the fact that there is a
that's pretty
mute
cool.
not a mute, an
The
IQ
back-to-back
in play.
was
They can see
insane. We were losing
exactly
our
where
minds.
those echo drones are at all times, even if you're not on that camera.
It got to the point where I was like,
actively,
okay, it can
IQ
end
can
now
still
because like your nerves are so high
And I
for
think
so
the way
long.
that Aspyre has
My
moved those
nerves
drones
watching
and realized
close
that IQ
Aspyre
is in
matches,
play,
it
it's
feels
gonna
like
have
I'm
to
a
be
player.
little
It's
bit more
insane.
calculating on where
I
you
have
put
so
those
much love
echo
for this
drones.
shit. It
And while
like
you mentioned
destroys
that
me.
you like to have
I
them
mean,
out
hey,
to
you
make it
played
more powerful,
competitively.
I wonder if this is a scenario
Yeah,
where
but
you
there's
pocket
it's
them,
like
put them back in your pocket so they don't get
oh
shot
dude,
away,
I have had
and then
like
you bring it
really
out in the
high
9 seconds of
intensity
the
like
round, and
player moments,
we also have a new change.
but
fair.
none of them
Lineup
compared to
debut.
watching
It's the
Aspyre
class.
matches. I don't know why that is the case.
Well, it's probably because it's your fucking organization, so it's a little bit more tense.
I guess. I don't know.
Because instead of playing for just yourself, you're watching your team.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a fun time
Yeah.
talking
So
to
you
your
get the
dentist
pressure of
about
5
missing
men.
teeth that are now,
Okay,
not
hold on,
so
pause.
I never.
You know what I mean.
There is still the clock.
Never
that
crumble
Vanguard
there.
has to be concerned about here. They still
Okay,
have to
babe.
get their
An
ducks in a
average
row,
Valorant game
and that
is
does still
1st to
require some
13.
time.
That takes roughly an
A lot
hour.
of opportunity to smoke criminal as well.
So it was probably about a
These
2-hour
tactical
game.
advantage, which means
A good close
Oh,
Valorant match
that is
for
a
like
lot of utility, and you can
35
basically
minutes.
cut off every line of sight. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's
peek
fair.
that,
But
bro.
I
That's a
I
glass
peaked fucking
holding
silver,
that
so
very long angle. A bold fight to take for Technith.
big pick. You're
If they win
Technit.
that,
You
that's
picked silver.
kind of
That's
the
okay.
primary operator in this attack.
But I
My
also
heart.
only played Valorant when I first started on
That
PC.
means you no longer have an
I love
IQ, so
Valorant.
those
I'm
echo
not very
drones have
good,
just
but I
gotten
love it.
so powerful. There
Well,
goes
it
the
sounds
Dude,
like
we
that's a
can get
game we're
the
gonna
plane
need to
down.
play.
Comes the power of the
Get the
glass.
plane
Just
down,
like anybody
please.
moves out of
Okay, we
cover,
got
there
fucking-
goes
They're
one
attacking.
down.
They're
I think
attacking.
that
Never
bomb's
mind.
gonna
I
be
take
Oh
it
my
back.
God.
Its mark into the post plan. Aspyre's now
Okay,
gonna
we're
have to
planted.
leave
That's
a
all that matters.
hard-held position,
No, we're
and they
defending.
have the
Oh, we're
vantage
defending?
advantage.
No, I forgot we
Sure,
were
they
attacking.
still have the vertical, which was opened up by the exothermic charge.
Oh,
they have
we
no
whiffed.
idea where Vanguard has gone. Another player falls. Things get more and more
Oh,
difficult
no,
for
there's no
Aspyre.
shot
They're
here.
going to have to now be very proactive.
They've got the
they
post
have
plant
to
set
take
up.
these
There's no
gunfights
shot.
now. The
Big pick.
diffuser's set up in no man's
Big
land.
pick.
Aspyre is
Huge.
so
Big
far
flank.
away from each
Another
other.
one. You know he's gonna
Homage
hold left.
falls,
You know he's
but still
left.
3 more to find. You have line of sight onto
He
that
obviously
diffuser,
does
but
not.
You don't know where they're playing.
Oh my God,
And this is going to be, I think,
Hang with
over.
the
You have
pick.
to get on the diffuser now. No time
Oh,
left. And
God!
that's going to be Vanguard winning this round.
Oh.
It's just bonus kills at this point, but they don't matter. Vanguard
That's okay, that's
takes
a
the
great
round in
game.
the
GG's.
Good stuff from Vanguard.
G fucking G's,
Again, even with
guys.
that man disadvantage, they're
I got like an
just
hour. You wanna play
cool,
something?
calm, and collected. They don't let it get to them.
Let me talk to the wife because she wanted the gym.
Themselves falter.
Oh, bro, you're okay. You
Let
said
me-
she wanted to go to the gym or she went to the gym?
She wants to go to the gym. Let me
Oh, that's
ask.
okay. Go ahead.
I'll let you
No,
know.
you're good. Go ahead. You're good. Go ahead.
Alright. But I do want to play
And
Valorant
I
with you
like
guys in the
the
future.
fact that
I
Vanguard
do want to get
Alright,
back
so
into that
this
game.
whole series has been
Say less.
Because that game was definitely fun.
Say less.
Alright, nerd. You take it easy. You enjoy your hour of free time. Don't jerk it and turk it too hard. It'll get sore. I'll talk to you later, brother.
Later, brother.
See ya. Alright, stream. Hope you guys take it easy. Wife says no. Too bad. We're going gym. Yeah, you guys take it easy. Love you all. What we're gonna do is I think Stride is currently live, so we're gonna raid somebody really quick. Give me like 2 clicks of a lamb's heel and a pull on a cat's whisker. Let's see. Is he live? He is live. Sick. Okay. So we are gonna raid this beautiful man. / raid space this guy. Alright guys, appreciate you all. Take it easy. Be nice. He doesn't bite. He might bite. Yeah, love you all. Take it easy. See you later. Going to the gym. Gonna get strong. See you guys.